was once a man given tasks meant not to glorify him, but to humble him. He was known for strength. That is what the world remembered. But strength was never what these labors required. This is the part of the story most forget. The first trial was the lion no weapon could wound. Blades shattered, arrows fell away. Here is the mistake many make. When force fails, they apply more of it. But the alchemist understands something else. If a problem resists your tools, the problem is not strength, it is framing. So the approach changed. The lion was not pierced, it was outmaneuvered. Victory came not from power, but from insight. Remember this. Some problems exist to exhaust the obvious solution. Then came the Hydra, a problem that multiplied every time it was attacked. Cut one head away, and two took its place. This is familiar. Fix one issue and another appears. Solve one symptom and the system worsens. Pause. This is not bad luck. It is feedback. The Hydra was not defeated by faster strikes or greater effort. It was solved by addressing the cause. What grows when you fight it directly often requires an indirect approach. Then came the task no one wanted. Years of neglect, accumulated waste, a system so inefficient that effort alone would take a lifetime. This is the work many avoid, not because it is impossible, but because it seems endless. Here is where strategy revealed itself. The problem was not the filth. The problem was the system that allowed it to accumulate. So the system was changed. Forces larger than the man himself were redirected. What would take years by hand was resolved through design. Understand this. When effort is overwhelming, rethink the structure. Finally came the birds that could not be reached, too distant, too numerous, too entrenched. Pursuit was useless, so the pattern was broken. Noise replaced force, disruption replaced pursuit, and what could not be confronted directly was made to move. This is the lesson the alchemist carries forward. These labors were never about monsters. They were about perception. Each task concealed an opportunity, not for strength, but for strategy, not for endurance, but for ingenuity. The world is filled with Nemean lions, problems impervious to old tools. It is filled with hydras, problems that worsen when addressed incorrectly. It is filled with Augean stables, systems begging to be redesigned, and it is filled with distant birds, challenges that yield only to indirect action. Those who solve such problems do more than survive. They discover their vocation, because the world does not reward those who work the hardest. It rewards those who see differently. This is why the dragon watches the alchemist, not for strength, but for the quiet moment when force gives way to understanding. This trial ends, and a page of the Codex turns. If a truth stirred within you today, speak it below. Every voice carves the path anew. Return tomorrow, Alchemist. The next page awaits.